and live in St. Paul. And I just started working with SmartTrips a few months ago, and we promote transportation options other than driving in your car by yourself. So taking the bus, light rail, North Star, biking, walking, ride share, working from home. So I think I covered all of them. But and we work a lot with commuters, but we also encourage people in their personal life to make those choices as well. And we found that most trips you make are within 2 miles of your home, and clearly those can be done by bike or walking.
What does this event mean to you?
We thought it would be good to be affiliated with Minnesota 350. We believe in what they're doing. We're all kind of working toward the same goals. We kind of focus on the transportation piece. We focus on the transportation piece and getting people to make better, more informed, healthier choices, and most often cheaper, money-saving choices for their transportation. That'll help reduce carbon emissions, give us clean air.
So what motivated you to be here at this fall thing?
Well, I had never heard of Minnesota 350 before until this fall, and once I heard about it just a week and a half ago, I said, oh, yeah, I hope it's not too late to be a part of it, because it's a great thing to promote, get awareness. I think awareness is the biggest thing, and educating people about the issues. And I learned what Minnesota 350, what the 350 means, and educated my family about that, so that's pretty cool.
Can you describe some of the major challenges you personally face as you try to make change?
In terms of the challenges we face at SmartTrips and me personally, especially having a family and children, you're so busy with all the priorities. It takes more planning, it takes more creativity, and often more time to make healthier transportation choices. That said, my college-age daughter who was home and took the bus downtown to take me to lunch was shocked at how easy it was. So a lot of what we're trying to do, and I guess I try to do personally, is just educate people about our bus system is great, the light rail is great, and as soon as the Central Corridor gets done, that's going to be fabulous for the route from Minneapolis to St. Paul. I plan to use it. I think people who think they won't use it, or people who have never taken a bus, will be shocked at how much they adapt once they get used to it. The convenience, it's healthier, it's more relaxing. I ride the bus to work a lot. It's so relaxing to be able to read, leave the driving to someone else, and I'm saving money and feel like I'm doing a good thing. So,
what do you think are the most compelling solutions to today's climate crisis?
The most compelling solutions, I guess, are, I'm just amazed at the creativity that some groups are finding to address climate change problems, and having events like this that people can mostly get informed. And a lot of the work that SmartTrips does, St. Paul SmartTrips, that we do, is to just educate people, because a lot of people aren't aware that, there's 2 bus routes that go right by my house, or, when you take the bus to light rail, you can use the same path. You don't have to pay again. So I think there's just a lot more organizations trying to push information out that busy people have a hard time being interested in or seeking out themselves. But at the same time, if they knew how much easier it was, and how all the good benefits, health benefits, benefits to your community, your neighborhood, the climate, the country, then they would make choices in their everyday life. Your bike. I know for a lot of people, especially people that commute to work, there's a lot of obstacles to just trying it. And people think, I can't, if I bike to work, I have to do it every day. Well, try it once a week, or try taking the bus 1 time a month, and then you kind of get used to it. So I guess my message would be that people just need to give things a try, and don't feel like you have to make a huge commitment. And even companies that we work with to promote e-workplace, teleworking, people have the conception that if someone works from home, it has to be 5 days a week. Well, no, it can be 2 days a week. If the manager is nervous about losing that face time with the person, well, let's start out with 2 days a week and see how that works. And that's still saving vehicle miles traveled, and it's keeping the air cleaner, and it's saving money, and it's keeping that person healthier and less stressed, and that. So I think just promoting all those kind of education pieces.
Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know.